What was your reaction when you found out that you were going to be the starter?
It was exciting. This is what I've dreamed of. This is something I've worked at for a really, really long time. So it's really exciting for me.
Is it nerve-wracking at all, or not? Are you fully confident and ready for this?
I think I'm ready. I've had opportunities to go out and play against good football teams. So I feel like from that standpoint, I'm prepared and confident and ready to go.
Was there any part of you that felt, when you were playing well in the spring, or when you got opportunities the first couple of games, particularly that Virginia game, that this opportunity could come this season sooner than later? Or
I really wasn't focused on that. Every day at practice, I focus on making myself better. Getting better every single day, not worried about anybody else, and just focusing on myself.
Did Rich have anything to say to you? Obviously, he must have been a little bit disappointed, but he got a reputation for being a good teammate.
Yeah, we've continued to talk like the friends that we are, and I don't see that going anywhere. And we're just going to continue to be good friends and good teammates to each other.
Day to day, does anything change?
No. No.
This week you've got Charleston Southern, maybe a little bit of a softer opponent. How much does that help you for your first start to have sort of a game like that to prepare for?
Yeah, we prepare for every opponent like it's the biggest game of our year, and that's what we're going to do this week, and we're going to get after them just like we got after Penn State, just like we got after Virginia, just like we prepared for Ohio State.
The ability to hit the deep pass, how important is it in this offense, and then what's the key for you being able to do that, obviously working in tandem with the receiver?
It's important for sure. It's just something that we got to continue to get better at day after day, and just continue to rep, and that's what we're going to get better at, just repetitions.
Coach Allen talked a little bit about wanting to sort of fit the offense to how you can move around a little bit more than Richard can. How do you foresee that working, maybe as it has early this season or going forward?
Yeah, I think you guys have seen a little bit of that. I can move around a little bit, and that helps out. That softens up defenses a little bit. So yeah, it does work in our favor a little bit.
Do you use like a guy like Alex Smith maybe as a, I don't want to say role model, but a comparison in terms of, or is there an NFL player you kind of look to kind of see how to play?
I like Russell Wilson. I like the way he plays, I like the way he moves around, and when he does move around, he protects his body, and he does a good job throwing the ball down the field too.
What is it? Coaches talk about that with quarterbacks that do move more. How do you maybe move effectively, keep your eyes up, looking downfield, but also protect your body?
Yeah, you just got to be aware of everything that's going down. When you break the pocket, do I got to get rid of the ball? Do I got to get down? Is there a guy up and downfield? It's just keeping your head on a swivel, keeping your eyes up, and protecting your body.
How much confidence does it give you to know that you're the guy now, and if you have a bad possession or make a bad play, you won't necessarily be pulled out right away?
That's important, but at the same time, I don't want to have any bad plays just like anybody else, but, just the next play. Just look at it like the next play, keep moving forward, and that's how quarterbacks are supposed to play every play, whether you're the starter, whether you're coming off the bench, just play the next play.
Had some struggles in the second half. What did the film tell you about what you need to do better in that regard?
We just got to execute better. We got to, from a whole offensive standpoint, we got to take care of the football, and we just got to play within the rules of the game.
Having had a couple of weeks where working into the games and things like that, how much does that help with now moving into the starting role and having that game experience under your belt?
Oh, I think it's huge. Just having the opportunity of have come in and played, get snaps in each of our 4 games thus far. It is important to have experience, and I'm excited about the opportunity.
You've been asked this, I'm sure, in different ways, but growing up a coach's son, playing for your dad, particularly at a position like quarterback, just what was that like? Was he demanding? Was he tougher on you maybe than other guys?
Yeah, he was demanding. He expected a lot out of me. I think that was the biggest thing, because he knew what I could do. So he expected a whole lot out of me, and to get my teammates to play better too. And I think that's kind of carried over here into college football. The coaches expect the quarterback to get everybody to play their best on each and every down.
When you got the news that you were the starter, was he the first person you called, or was there a first text to call to a friend or a family member?
Oh, it was definitely my dad. Yeah.
What was his reaction? Just real happy for you?
Yeah, he was excited. Told me that he's seen me work and that I earned it, and that he's really excited for me.
Going off of what you said about trying to make your teammates better, what do you think it is that you do specifically on a daily basis that makes the guys around you so much better?
So I'm just trying to develop as a leader, just get around my teammates, earn the trust of them. I think that's the biggest thing. I think your teammates have to trust you, especially trust the quarterback if you guys are going to go out and be successful.
In that same vein, as a younger guy, how much does that make it more difficult? How does that work?
Yeah, being my second year last year was kind of difficult. just playing on the scout team to develop trust. But, I showed up and worked every day, and I think I earned the trust of the defensive guys before I did the offensive guys. And then coming into the spring, just try to continue that same work ethic, show up every single day, give it my all, and hopefully the guys, start to trust me a little bit.
As part of that physical, coach talked about how up downs wouldn't break you and that you would win sprints and that kind of, is part of it just showing that too?
I think that's part of it, yeah. I think, all those small things, sprints and up downs and in the weight room, I think it says a lot about my character and how hard I'm willing to work on the little things that the little things matter, and the big things definitely are going to matter to me.
Growing up playing in a program like Elder, more than that, maybe the competition you're facing, probably one of the more competitive just areas for high school football in the Midwest. How do you feel that got you prepared? Again, particularly at a position like quarterback for an experience like this.
Yeah, I think it's prepared me a ton. In these first couple of games, I've played against guys that I've played against in high school. So I think it did help me a ton in the sense that I've played good competition, guys who were playing big time Division I football. So from that aspect, it has helped me a lot.
Who are some of those guys, like on Ohio State or wherever?
Some guys on offense at Ohio State, Jake Hausman. I played against a linebacker that was at Virginia. Penn State had a quarterback that I played against. So I played against a couple of those guys.
Are you a better dancer than? Oh, sorry.